Hey guys, welcome back to Play On Footy for another video. Today I'm going to be talking to you about who I think is going to be the next West Coast Eagles coach for 2025. And it's not who you'd think. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button, like this video because it helps the algorithm out as my small little AFL YouTube channel. Every little bit helps, guys, so thank you so much. So let's get into it. So you have heard about, obviously, Mr. King, who is one of the front runners for the Eagles job, Stephen King, I should say. So he isn't going to be flying to Western Australia because of the Geelong Cats in the preliminary final. So he's not going to come over to Western Australia. But two people in particular have just recently gone to Western Australia, and that is Hayden Skipworth and Andrew McWalter for another round of interviews. Now, a bit of background on these guys. So it's interesting because these guys obviously are all assistant coaches, right? And they want to obviously be a coach, which is interesting. But let me just break this down. So this is the person that I think at this stage, I mean, a lot could happen, but at this stage, I'm purely speculating, could actually be the next Eagles coach. So McWalter, how he came about being at Richmond was he moved to Melbourne ahead of the season about 10 years ago to Richmond, where he worked through the side's premiership success, which was 2017, 2019 and 2020. He's a 94 game St Kilda and Gold Coast player, and he led the Tigers as a caretaker coach for the final 13 games of their 2023 campaign, and guided the club to a 7-6 record in the time following Damien Hardwick's abrupt departure, basically. Now, this is where it gets interesting, because you probably don't you're probably thinking, why is it, I didn't even know this guy really, apart from the fact that he did take over Damien Hardwick when Damien Hardwick left in 2023. So he basically, McWalter from the Tigers, who's now the Melbourne Demons, by the way, he holds the key to potentially getting Jack Graham and Luke Baker to the Eagles. So I think at this stage he is probably in the box seat, just because he's actually had experience taking over as a caretaker coach. And I think that if he can get more assistant coaches from that sort of era, or that premiership winning era from Richmond, and bring it to the Eagles alongside Liam Baker, and as well as Jack Graham to the Eagles, I think in essence we are primed and prepped for a big trade period already for the Eagles. But if we can get those guys on board as well as McWalter, who knows what McWalter has up his sleeves. And I think at the time of when Adam Uze was appointed, McWalter would have been absolutely, I guess, pretty upset. I mean, he automatically moved to the Melbourne Demons after that, post hit the announcement that Adam Uze was going to be stepping in as coach. And I think this is what the Eagles are going to do. I've got nothing against Schofield, but I think they need, that's Jared Schofield I'm talking about, I think they need a fresh voice from a club that's had a taste of sustained premiership success, and that is the Richmond Tigers, 2017, 2019, 2020. And I think that's what the Eagles are going to be doing come when it's time. So I think that's what Jack Graham's waiting on. And I think if Jack Graham and Liam Baker know that it's going to be Andrew McWalter, I think they're going to jump at it. So yeah, stay tuned, guys. That's my tip for the West Coast Eagles job for 2025. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.